welcome back to our channel Dream Academia, and today we are here with a very important part of inequalities. The AMGM-HM inequality is very important from the point of view of West Bengal joint examination. So let's start. So I hope you all know what is the AMGM-HM inequality. If A is the arithmetic mean, G is the geometric mean, and H is the harmonic mean of two positive numbers A and B, then the three means are related by AM greater than equal to GM greater than equal to HM, and equality holds when the two positive numbers A and B are equal. So let's start off with a very simple question on based on this inequality. So find the minimum value of 4 to the power sine square x plus 4 to the power cos square x for x belonging to the set of real numbers. So here we have to apply the AM-GM inequality, that is AM greater than equal to GM. This inequality we have to apply over here. So what we get is 4 to the power sine square x plus 4 to the power cos square x divided by 2 should be greater than or equal to root over 4 to the power sine square x into 4 to the power cos square x. So now we can write this thing as root over 4 to the power sine square x plus cos square x. So this thing is equivalent to root over 4, since sine square x plus cos square x equal to 1, which is equal to 2. So when we take this 2 on the RHS, we get 4 to the power sine square x plus 4 to the power cos square x is greater than or equal to 2 into 2, 4. So we are asked about the minimum value of this expression. So the minimum value happens when the equality holds. So the minimum value of this expression should be equal to 4. Now the next question is find all real solutions to this equation. So this equation we can rearrange like this: 2 power x plus 1 by 2 power x is equal to 2 minus x square. Clearly we can write it like this. Now we apply the AM-GM inequality to the left hand side. Since 2 power x and 1 by 2 power x are both positive, keep that in mind. We can only apply the AM-GM-HM inequality when the two numbers are positive. So 2 power x plus 1 by 2 power x should be greater than or equal to 2 into root over 2 power x into 1 by 2 power x. This we can cancel and we get ultimately this should be greater than equal to 2. So this is the first result we obtain. Now looking to the right hand side, you know that x square is always greater than or equal to 0, right? So what you can conclude that 2 minus x square, this should be less than or equal to 2, right? So since these two are equal and the left hand side is greater than or equal to 2 and the right hand side is less than equal to 2, so the only possibility for equality is when 2 power x plus 1 by 2 power x is equal to 2 minus x square is equal to 2. So the only solution to this equation will be when x equal to 0. Now we move on to the next question. We have to find all positive real solutions to this system of equations. This looks a bit scary, right? but it can be solved very easily using the inequality AMGMHM. So first what we do is add all these three equations. So we get 4x plus 18 by y plus 2y plus 9 by z plus 9z plus 16 by x, and adding these three we get 46. So we name this equation as 1. Now we pair up the variables having x, the terms having x. So pairing these two, we have 4x plus 16 by x plus 2y plus 18 by y plus 9z plus 9 by z is equal to 46. Now we apply the AMGM inequality in these individual pair of terms. So what we get? 4x plus 16 by x should be greater than or equal to 2 into root over 4x into 16 by x. So cancelling these two x, we have 4 into 16, that is 64. Taking the root over, we have 8. So 2 into 8 will be 16. Next, doing the same thing over here for these two pairs of terms, we get 2y plus 18 by y should be greater than or equal to 2 into root over 2y into 18 by y. So 36, taking the root over 36, 6, 2 into 6 is 12. And finally this 9z plus 9 by z should be greater than or equal to 2 root over 9z into 9 by z. This is equal to 18. So from these inequalities what we are getting? Adding these terms, 4x plus 16 by x plus 2y plus 18 by y plus 9z plus 9 by z should be greater than or equal to the sum of these three numbers. So we have 16 plus 12 as 28, 28 plus 18 as 46. So we are required this. Here the equality sign is happening with 46, and here we have the inequality as greater than equal to 46. So for equality to prevail, these terms should be equal. These individual terms means 4x should be equal to 16 by x, 2y should be equal to 18 by y, and 9z should be equal to 9 by z. So solving this, we are getting two values of x, one positive, one negative, but we are asked for positive real solutions. So we will only consider the positive values of x, y and z. So from here we are getting the value of x as 2, y as 3 and z as 1. So far we have discussed about the AMGM-HM inequality involving two positive numbers, but nothing different occurs when we are dealing with n positive quantities. In a similar fashion, if we consider n positive numbers a1, a2 up to an, we have the same formula for arithmetic mean, geometric mean and harmonic mean, and the same inequality, am greater than equal to gm greater than equal to hm. And of course the equality holds when the individual terms a1, a2, an are all equal. So next we move to an example to understand the applications of this theorem. So let S equals a1 plus a2 plus dot 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 up to an, where all the ai's are positive real numbers for I equal to 1 to n. So we need to prove that S by S minus a1 plus S by S minus a2 up to S by S minus an is greater than or equal to n square by n minus 1 for all n greater than equal to 2. So this question also looks a little scary, but no need to worry. This can be solved very easily using the AM-HM inequality. So we see what the AM-HM inequality in this case looks like. Taking these terms, S by S minus a1 plus S by S minus a2 plus dot 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 plus S by S minus an divided by an should be greater than or equal to n by S minus a1 by S plus S minus a2 by S plus dot 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 S minus an by S. Now taking the n to the other side, we have n square. Taking the s in the numerator, s divided by, we have this s n times because there are n terms over here, so ns minus a1 plus a2 up to an. So this term is equal to n square s by ns, and this term is equal to s given in the question. So we are cancelling s over here. So we are getting n square by n minus 1, which is the required result. Next question is, find the maximum value of xyz when this holds where xyz are greater than 0. Here we have to use the concept of weighted means. So how do we use that? We already have this thing. So let us write down this x by 1 plus y square by 4 plus z cube by 27 equal to 1. Now using weighted means over here, we can write this thing as x by 1 plus half into y square by 2 plus 1/3 of z cube by 9 divided by these weights 1, half and 1 by 3. This should be greater than or equal to x to the power 1 into y square by 2 to the power this weight, that is half, into z cube by 9 to the power 1 by 3, and this whole to the power 1 by 1 plus half plus 1 by 3. This is by the concept of weighted means. Okay. Now this implies this thing we know that is equal to 1, and the denominator, if you calculate, you will get as 11 by 6. So this is greater than or equal to x into y square by 2 to the power half into z cube by 9 to the power 1 by 3 to the power 6 by 11. Now you can see that this 2 and this 2 gets cancelled, and this 3 and this 3 gets cancelled. So here we get a term of xyz. So this implies that xyz into half to the power half, this half to the power half, 1 by 9 to the power 1 by 3 should be less than or equal to, taking this in the numerator, 6 by 11 to the power 11 by 6. So finally xyz should be less than or equal to 6 by 11 to the power 11 by 6 into, taking this to the other side, we get root 2 into cube root of 9. So the value of xyz should be less than or equal to this term. So the maximum value will occur when equality happens, right? So the maximum value of xyz should be this. So this is the answer. So we move on to the final question of today's lecture. If each of a, b and c is positive and a plus b plus c equal to 6, then we have to show that this holds. Before moving to the solution of this question, I want to discuss a very simple inequality with you all, which involves two positive terms a and b. The inequality is this: a square plus b square by 2 is greater than or equal to a plus b by 2 whole square. You know that 2 into a square plus b square is equal to a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. When you open these two terms, you get 2 into a square plus b square. So from here you can conclude that 2 into a square plus b square should be greater than or equal to a plus b whole square, since this term is a positive term. So this term will be either equal to this or should be greater than or equal to this. So from here, by simplifying, you can get a square plus b square by 2 greater than or equal to a plus b by 2 whole square. By dividing both sides by 4, you can finally conclude this inequality. Now we use the AM-HM inequality over here. So what we can write is 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c should be greater than or equal to 9 by a plus b plus c. This happens by AM-HM inequality. Now we are given that a plus b plus c is equal to 6. So this equal to 9 by 6 and 3 by 2. So this thing will be greater than or equal to 3 by 2. Now coming to these terms. So a plus 1 by b whole square plus b by 1 plus c 1 by c whole square plus c plus 1 by a whole square divided by 3 should be greater than or equal to a plus 1 by b plus b plus 1 by c plus c plus 1 by a by 3 whole square. I have already told you how this happens by the previous inequality that I have proved. So now it is quite easy. We have this thing over this term over here. So by taking the 3 over that side, we have 3 into, we have a plus b plus c as 6. So 6 plus, we have 1 by a plus 1 by b plus 1 by c as greater than or equal to 3 by 2. So over here we have to apply that inequality. So we will get 3 by 2 whole square divided by 3 square. So cancelling this, we have 6 to the 12 plus 3 15 by 4 whole square into 1 by 3. So 2 okay, I have made a mistake over here. This should be 15 by 2 whole square, not 4 whole square. So I am rubbing it off. So this we have as 15 by 2 whole square into 1 by 3. So we have 15 into 15 by 4 into 3. So cancelling 3 with 15, we have the result as 15 into 5 75 by 4, and this is what we have to show over here.